everyone, and welcome to another Eat Speak podcast, the most delicious podcast in the Metroplex. I'm Bud Kennedy.
Hi, Bud.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to another Eat Speak podcast, the most delicious podcast in the Metroplex. I'm Bud Kennedy.
And Steve Wilson.
Welcome back. It's holiday season. People are in town. They're visiting from everywhere. They want to know where to go and where to visit, where to take company. And so our guest today from the Kimbell Art Museum is Chef Peter Kreidler. Hello, Peter.
Hey, how are y'all?
For 50 years, we've been calling it the Kimbell Art Museum Buffet, and I guess it's now the cafe or something. What do we call it now at the Kimbell?
Yes, sir. So we have changed the name to the cafe. We're trying to change the image of it. So we've done away with the buffet, changed the name, and now it's more of a counter service. We build the entree for you. It is the exact same
okay.
offering.
Well, we'll get to Peter. We'll get to all that in just a minute. Okay.
Sure.
Chef Peter Kreidler from the Kimbell Art Museum Cafe. The Kimbell Art Museum is celebrating its 50th year. This is a big year ahead in 2022.
Oh, yeah.
It's a big holiday season for Fort Worth with all the growth at Muley and the stockyards. The stock show, the rodeo is back in January. The Kimbell's 50th anniversary is coming up. So we wanted to find out everything that's going on. The two museum cafes are always destinations for out-of-town guests. We know a little bit about the Modern. The Modern has a new chef. We had him on earlier this year. What we don't know is what you're serving right now at the Kimbell and what's new at the Kimbell Cafe. So now, Peter, tell us what you do have. We all know what the Kimbell had for 50 years, which was kind of a soup, salad, lunch line. And tell us what you have now.
Yeah, absolutely. So we have not changed our fare whatsoever. We are still offering our quiches, our homemade soups, our sandwiches, our fruit salads. We have added some chicken salad. We've added a pimento cheese. And now what we're doing temporarily is we're doing box lunches. And so it's the same offerings, just we put it in a box for you. We have salad dressing offerings, which we used to never have. And it's the exact same thing. It is a composed lunch. You get a drink with it. You get a cookie with it. And it's the exact same pricing, actually. So it is essentially the same thing, just presented in a box for you. Unfortunately, it is in a box, and I understand that a lot of people are not happy with that. And we are going to go back to plates. And I do have a date, which we have not had all year. I've been breaking hearts. Yes, yes, sir. So plates will come back. So the exhibition, once the exhibition ends, and that's February 6th, and we can get to that, we will bring back plates just to kind of give us a little bit of a trial run, if you will, to get back to normalcy, because we don't want to bring back plates at the end of the exhibition because it would be crazy. So we're gonna wait a little bit.
Okay, so February the plates come back and the Kimbell Cafe, comes back the way we remember it, and with lunches and salads and sandwiches and everything.
Yes, sir.
Steve, have you been to Kimbell in a while? Have you been to either museum? Steve, have you been to either museum in a while?
It's been a while. I'm at the last time I went, it was a buffet, but well, I can tell it looks like they're serving all the same stuff. It's just not a buffet anymore. So
exactly. And
what I like about it, you can take the box and take it outside and you get on the lawn or in the statue garden or something like that. Always, the Kimbell has that great courtyard. That's a fantastic sunny place to have lunch. So, so like, what's a typical lunch menu? What's the sandwich? What's the soup? Let's let people know exactly what they'll find if they come.
Yeah, so today, for instance, the quiche is a basil pesto quiche, and then we have a red beans and rice salad soup, and that is running with a potato and mushroom chowder soup. We have a roast beef sandwich with horseradish mayo right now. We always have, we now keep pimento and chicken salad on hand all the time, and that's also an offering because we do that for the tea service as well. And so you pick one or two of those items. Yeah, you pick one or two of those items.
We really need to talk about the tea service. I'm sorry.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
We really need to talk about the tea service because that's the most exciting thing that
Yeah,
you've
yeah.
been doing all through the rest of this time. Although some of the sandwich service was limited, it's coming back. You developed this whole new Kimbell Cafe that's the Kimbell Afternoon Tea Room, and
Yes,
so
sir.
these tea room pictures, these pictures don't even begin to show, how nice the tea service is there. There's no place else that has tea every afternoon of the week, and tell us about how you've developed Kimbell Afternoon Tea.
Yeah, absolutely. So the program has evolved so much from the beginning. It's great. So it all started during our break, if you will. My wife was like, "You need to do tea at the restaurant when it comes back." And so I kind of put pen to paper. We kind of figured out a system, and I presented it to the higher ups, and they loved it. It was a great idea. I mean, it's a perfect place to do it. It should have been done forever, and we have implemented a great program. So it's from 2 to 4 every day, except for Mondays. Please make a reservation. I know reservations are not necessary, but we are booking up, and so definitely needed it at the moment. And so, when we put it together, we didn't really know what would happen. I was making maybe 20 scones a month. We were doing 4 or 5 tea services a month. And then you did a little review for us, and it literally blew it out of the water. And it turned from tea services almost like an afterthought to tea services almost the primary
purpose of the Kimbell
Yes.
Cafe, the great afternoon tea service.
Exactly, because
I kind of like it that way, Peter.
exactly, and it's great. And the restaurant was really slow, so this was a perfect way for us to stay busy, stay relevant, introduce something new while it was slow, and kind of test ran it. The first tea service that we served to the tea service that we serve now it's evolved so much, and we're so proud of like everything that we've done. But yeah, it started out very small, and it has turned into this beast, and it's amazing, and people are loving it, and we are still booked up every single day because of it. We actually had to limit the amount of tea services we were doing because lunch service started to pick up because of the exhibitions. So we kind of had to scale on what we could possibly do because you don't want to overcommit and underdeliver. So we scaled back a little bit, but we're still booked out every single day, still doing at least 10 to 12 tea services.
We don't want to tell people you're booked up because we want people to call and try to book and come.
No. Well, yeah.
Don't people think you're booked up. But
No.
Tell them, come on down and see. But this is why we brought it up for things to do over the holidays. Do you have some space left over the holidays for people?
We do. And I was talking to Steve earlier, we've hired a bunch of new employees. And so we're going to be able to go back to full capacity. And so that's the good news is I hate turning down people. It is the worst thing because some people come up on their birthday not expecting that we need a reservation, and then we got to turn them down. And I feel awful. And so hopefully that will get to stop. And we're going to have more reservations. So yes, please call up, make a reservation. It's still available, and work with us. If you want to come, if you're dead set on coming in on a Sunday, well then, we have availability, just maybe not that exact Sunday that you want to come in. And like I said, we're doing it every day except for Monday. So it's available.
How far in advance should we book ahead for a tea service?
A week is good. If you want to come on a Saturday at 2 or a Friday at 2, like absolutely give us a week. But if you want to come in on a Thursday at 3 o'clock, there's a pretty good chance you're going to be able to get that.
Okay. What are the good things to do in Fort Worth over the holidays? When should people come to the Kimbell? What are the other things for people to do in Fort Worth over the holidays?
So in terms of coming to the Kimbell, we have a ton. Say that again.
This is the Kimbell you're showing here.
Yeah, I have the Kimbell up right now. It's all holiday decked out, I guess. Look at all these lights.
And then that's the modern pool or the Kimbell?
That's the Kimbell reflection pool. Yeah. So in terms of we have a ton of stuff going on at the museum right now during the holiday. So we still have the Turner exhibition going on through February. Members get in for free. $18 admission for adults. That's definitely very popular right now. So still come and see that. We have a few lectures left for the rest of the year. There's public tours going on for the exhibition. If you guys want to come in for that, with the admission of the exhibition, obviously. Half Price Tuesdays, those are really popular, and those are really popular days at the restaurant too. Because I mean, it's a great way to come see the exhibition at a discount, and then come get some food, not make a day of it, if you will. But yeah, in terms of other stuff, let's see. Like my wife, we love to go to Joe T's. Go eat on the patio. The patio's beautiful right now. The weather, it's been such strange weather that you got to take advantage of it and get outside as much as you possibly can. I'd say anywhere with a patio right now is the place to be, just because the weather's so nice. And we have a nice patio
there's
too.
Gonna be so much going on, and I tell people, go to Fred's before they close on New Year's Eve.
Yeah.
Go by Fred once and have a Fred burger.
Mhm.
Go by some of the old hangout places like Kincaid's, and in Arlington, go over Campo Verde. May be too crowded to get in and see those lights, but the trick about Campo Verde is the lights are up through February, so you've got lots of time. Go by Candlelight Inn and have another old timey experience there. They've got their Christmas lights up. Joe T's, and then barbecue. You go to Angelo's and pet the bear, or go to Hyman and have the new barbecue, whichever you want to have. But there's a lot of great places to take family and friends. If you go
a lot of good Christmas light.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
And
yeah,
Peter,
a lot of good Christmas light.
Finish.
A lot of good Christmas light looking. We spend a lot of time driving around looking at Christmas lights.
Yeah, I cut through Interlaken the other day, and they still had lights up, but a lot of people had lights up, but it's not the official weekend yet. So I can actually get through there without having to wait in the long line.
Yeah, absolutely. Ridgely's got some good ones. Like Westover Hills got some great ones. I live in Arlington Heights. We have some. I'm super proud of our street this year. We've done a ton of lights, so that's good. Usually it's kind of quiet and dark, but now this year I think everybody's wanting to chomping at the bit to get some lights up. So the whole streets, it's great. It's fantastic.
Well, you have a daughter now, so are you playing up Christmas a lot more now?
Yes, Christmas is now we have a 1-year-old daughter. Shout out to my daughter India and my wife Rachel. Yeah, we have to absolutely go overboard with the Christmas because she loves it. She loves Santa Claus. She recognizes Santa Claus, so now it's like Santa everywhere, lights everywhere. She's just mesmerized. It's so fun to watch that. It's great.
Peter, the museum is closed on Mondays. Is that right? Or are you open?
Yes, sir.
Tuesday, Sunday.
Yeah, Tuesday through Sunday. Yes, sir.
And then you'll be closed Christmas Day, I guess, but you'll be open Christmas Eve. Will you be open the day after Christmas?
So we're closed Christmas. Yeah, the only time we close is Christmas Day and New Year's Day. So we will be open the day after. And those are great days because there's not much going on. The city's kind of quiet, and there's a ton of room up here to come, and we are open, and we will have food, and you can come up and eat. Yeah, absolutely. Those are definitely the busiest days. The day after Thanksgiving, it is wild up here.
And then, exactly. And so people bring their families up, they can come up and have tea. And then you'll be shifted into rodeo gear pretty soon. Tell us what you do to get ready for the rodeo.
Yeah, so that's coming up soon. I mean, it takes place right across the street. So we see a ton of people. We try to run, I know it sounds, we try to run some seasonal stuff, but we'll run the chili later, just because I know a lot of people want to try that. And so we'll try to maybe, do some tea service stuff. Like we've brought in a barrel aged tea. So it's a bourbon barrel aged tea. So we try to theme what we're doing at the restaurant with what's going on in the area or possibly the exhibition. Sometimes that's not always easy to do, but sometimes it is, so, just trying to theme everything with what's going on outside the museum.
And will there be any special menu for this blockbuster African art exhibit that's coming up next summer?
We will do some stuff. We tried to do for the Buddha Shiva, we brought in a chai tea for the tea service, and we offered some chai cookies, and we tried to do very subtle changes to what people already know, because that's kind of what we are. We've been here for 35 years. If we completely change everything, we're going to make a lot of people mad. So we kind of just tweak what we're doing and kind of just stay relevant. I feel like that's the easiest and best course to take for to make our patrons happy.
I can't let it go by without saying that Kimbell Cafe is famous for 50 years for soups and stews. Which is the most popular soup?
Hands down, our chili is definitely the best. And I have 60 pounds of beef showing up on Friday, and we will make chili for the next 2 weeks. So chili will be on the menu for the next 2 weeks up here.
I have told the people for years that one of the things I love most about Fort Worth is that the best chili in town is served in the art museum, and I think
I love that, and I appreciate that. That's fantastic. I can't claim the recipe, but it is fantastic. It's in our cookbook, and we use the exact same recipe. We don't stride from it.
You tweaked it. Steve, are there any big events you're looking forward to in the next year? The rodeo coming back, and the the PBR finals is here, and the Van Cliburn in June. So there's going to be a lot of big Fort Worth events.
Yeah, I always like the Van Cliburn.
Well, that'll draw a lot of people downtown. It'll help fill restaurants, and of course, the people who come to the Van Cliburn usually come to the art museums too. So, that's
Absolutely.
going to be a big adventure. Well, Peter, thank you. I mean, we're gonna, you're very genuine, and I know you want to talk to people about that. You constantly talk to people who want to know when is the Kimbell going to be back like it was, and all you need to tell people right now is that the soups are the same, the sandwiches are the same, the plates will be the same in February, the chili is the same, everything at the Kimbell is the same. Come back and enjoy it and get excited for the 50th.
Absolutely. October 4th, that is the 50th anniversary. There's tons of events lined up. There's tons of special programming lined up. So in spring, they'll announce all of that. So just be on the lookout for all of that.
Okay, we'll be looking for your menu too. And in the
absolutely.
And plates.
Come have afternoon tea.
Yes, please come have tea with us. Call us, make a reservation, work with us. I promise you, it is a fantastic experience. You can't go wrong.
Steve, are you going to take Susan?
Yeah, I think we'll try that tea service.
Yes, come on in.
What type of tea do you serve with your?
So we have 8 varieties of tea, all loose leaf. We have the staples, the Earl Greys. We have a green. We have we have a ginger peach that's fantastic. We have a bourbon barrel aged that's literally it's tea leaves aged in a bourbon barrel. So it's got smoky, it's bold, it's big. It's not alcoholic obviously, but it is very strong. And then we brought in some seasonals. We brought in like a raspberry tisane. We brought in some chai. We brought in a hot cinnamon spice. Fantastic. I mean, and then it's a 40-ounce pot of tea. You get 5 or 6 cups out of it. 6 cups out of it. It's great. Yeah, I mean,
okay, you gotta have me a bourbon barrel. I'm gonna.
Yeah, it's really good. I was a little, I was a little worried at first, but after that, we poured a cup and it was fantastic. So I really.
Steve's more interested in the bourbon and the
yeah. We'll see what we can do for you, Steve.
Steve will bring in a little extra probably to I'll be over in the decaf ginger peach myself. But
me too. I'm in the same boat as you. I'm in the same boat.
I've usually had enough coffee by that time of the day. So
totally, I agree.
Well, that sounds great. The Kimbell afternoon tea. Watch everything coming up it is now the Kimbell Cafe. And
yes, sir.
So say hello to Peter when you're there and visit the Cultural District in Fort Worth. And everyone, happy holidays from me and Steve Wilson. And until next time on the Eat Speak podcast, I'm Bud Kennedy.
And Steve Wilson.
Thank you, guys. I really appreciate it.